Hey everyone, welcome back. First off, yes, I still haven't finished the Enterprise yet because I'm still waiting on stuff to get here so I can finish it because I need to, I have an industrial sander but I don't want to use that now because of where all the things that are in the ship and how much is together, so I'm working on getting a little small one, you know, like for the railroads and all that. Working on that, excuse me, sorry. But started on two new projects and continued work with Mr. Merrick this week. So this is Mr. Merrick week 2, week 1 on the Pegasus Hobbies aerial hunter-killer droid from Terminator 2, and also the Mobius Battlestar Pegasus I'm starting on because I want to get once I get the Pegasus finished, I will put it together with the Galactica and make a whole little thing, just those two ships. That's the plan. And then, like I said, with the Hunter Killer, it was just something to, you know, I just want to do something quick, fun, no grays, no nothing, just straight up metal. And yes, it's being lit. And then, yes, with Mr. John Merrick, I started working on his suit. Still waiting on the game paints that Vallejo has. I'm still waiting on those to come in. But yes, I really like how the suit came out. And yes, my daughter's helped me a lot with it, but my youngest daughter was in here. She goes, "Let me try this." So I did, and as you see, and you'll see it, I'm really happy with it. So with that, if you are new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button. Every time I upload, you will always be notified. And as always, thank you to all the subscribers who continue to come back to my channel. It really means a lot. So with that, if you have a question, or hey Buck, can you go more into depth on something? Hey Buck, I kind of saw what you were doing, but can you really line it out, itemize how you do it and why you do it? Can you make a video of that, or can you just send me an email, or you know, put it in the comment sections, or email me at buckteammore@gmail.com, and I will get something put together for you. And also, I love hearing, "Hey Buck, great job. Hey Buck, okay, it works," or "Hey Buck, man, what were you thinking? Seriously, what were you thinking?" Put those in the comment sections, and I usually respond within 12 to 14 hours. But enough of me, let's get to the bench. Good morning, it is Wednesday, and yes, I'm in the studio. I did work in here yesterday, but the thing I did yesterday was clean up. With the builds and stuff I've been doing and all that, I just don't get rid of things sometimes, so I had to spend yesterday cleaning up. But with that, I got a mail call. I got Mr. Merrick's hand came in finally, and I am going to start today on getting this squared away, start getting this done. I'm still looking at some pictures, trying to see what I'm going to do, which way I'm going to go, but I'm looking forward, because what I want to do is I want to get all of this, his suit and everything taken care of, because it's going to be easier for me to mask down here than try to mask the head off after I paint it to try to get all that. So head will be last, but suit's coming next. So like I said, I'm researching, but also, like I said, I'm still waiting on some things to come in for the Enterprise so I can get that finished up. But I'm also starting on the sci-fi Battlestar Galactica, the Pegasus, and just tweaking around a little bit. The first time I built this ship, I actually took the photo etch from Paragraphics and I put it in there, and I went and drilled every little hole, and I ran fiber optics. Not a bad learning experience, but I've learned since then. So I'm going to share with you guys what I did is I took and I basically, let's see, what can I do? Basically, I cleaned the middle out here, and let me see if you can somewhat see it. Yeah, you kind of see it there, but I'm cleaning out the middle, and I'm taking and actually using the photo etch for there. So I will share that when I start doing that with you guys, when I start doing that more. I'm also starting on this. That's why you hear the paint booth going, because and I'm going to be lighting this. So it again is from Pegasus, so I'm really looking forward. I mean, there's some great detail in this kit. So I will share that when everything gets ready. I'll show you all the parts after they dry. But yeah, so first things first, I need to look and see what I'm going to do for Mr. Merrick's suit. Part of me definitely wants to go black, but if I go black, I got to figure out. I know the shirt and the handkerchief are pretty much white. The tie and the jewel, I'm still working on, but I need to work on getting coordinating colors for the vest and the jacket. So yay, right? And then there's a lot of masking to do off when I just do that too, but it's easy. So let me do a little bit more research and I'll come back with the what I'm going to do. Alright guys, I'll be back. Okay, well, before I can go any further on Mr. Merrick, I'm going to get the opinion of my daughters on best color combination and what they think for his suit. I'm not afraid to say they know clothing a hell of a lot better than I do. So I want to get their opinion and their insights and just their eye and all that. So yay. And also my youngest daughter, Destiny, she was in the Army. She was stationed at Fort Hood. She got medically discharged and she's home now this week. She came home this week. So yeah, definitely if I can get any little time with her to get her opinion, I'm going to take every chance I get. You know, come on, it's my daughter. But so with that, I'm going to get back. I'm going to wait for them. But I'm going to do a couple of things to the HK, and then I'll get on to the Pegasus to show you how I'm working with that. So I'll be right back. Okay, before I get to the Pegasus, I thought I'd share with you. I know you guys see me talk about micro crystal clear. I love this stuff. It is awesome. I mean, what it does. And I definitely, especially with the parts on some of these kits, especially like right here, the HK, because there's not much to work with as far as space, and that I want to, I'm running some of this microcrystal clear so I can put these guys in for the marker lights. Oh, dang it. Need just a bit more. And then yes, there's the fingers. Okay. And then oh, darn it. Fingers today. And then that'll oil dry clear, and so I can put my SM LED in there to help shine it. So again, I'm just gonna go do this. Just get a little of this in there, and take you, and we'll put you in there. So I'm gonna let those dry, and then I'm gonna get the lighting set up so I can see how well it represents. I think it's gonna do well, but I gotta let these get dry, and then I'm gonna play with the lighting and to see where I go from there. But for now, I'm going to put these guys right there, put those other parts in the box, and get doing some more work on the Pegasus. Okay guys, let's do this real quick. So I'm using my Cardrum filer. Love this thing, love it. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking out this part of the styrene, and I'm going to, if I don't stay in camera, I'm sorry guys, I'm going to try my best to share with you on this. I'm trying to look at it, and yes, there's my other kitty. She needs pet. Okay, so first thing I do is I just want to get kind of an outline on where I'm going to go. And then I just kind of go at it, guys. So that starts it. And hold on, give me 2 seconds. Alright, let's try again. Sorry, phone went off. And as you can tell, don't worry about the sound, that's fine. But also when you're using this, you want to be very careful because it will, the plastic, and I have it turned down, but it can still, it's styrene, it's plastic, you're making friction. So don't lose the bit like that, but, and then I'll just clean it off. Oh, sorry. I just clean off with my X-Acto blade. get this guy stuck back in there, and then get back at it. And that's how that's going to go, and I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do it all. But that's basically what I'm doing. So as you can tell, it's just starting to hollow out to get these guys. And this is what these guys look like. And as you can see, it's got, you know, it's great. So sorry for the rambling, but I'm going to get back at it. And when I get to the next part, I'll come back and share with you guys. Okay guys, so I finished this side. And then I wanted to show you before I put the parts on the other side, if I can get it up there enough so you can see. Sorry. So, yay. So now, these fun guys. And there's a couple of ways one, I always do it this way with the photo etch, but there's a couple of ways of how to attack this. And sorry, give me a second. Sometimes when you drill things out, it just kind of gets, what the heck were you doing? You didn't get me all. Or, you know, the little bits that didn't come out. So, that's what I'm doing right there. Just trying to get those little bits out. Okay. I think so, yeah. Always that next thing. What did I not? Oh, okay. Alright. So, it's not hard. They give you pretty good instructions on this, and they also label port and starboard. So I'm going to be doing the starboard side now, and I don't know if I think I'm going to start on the back and then work my way front, because the reason that is I got these little, well, maybe you can see it if I zoomed in a bit. You see the angle there, so I figured it out when I did this one. So that is, there's the 1, 2, 3, and let me see, it should be 10. Okay, so it's this one. Sorry guys, kind of mumbling. Let me zoom back out now so you can see what I'm doing. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever, you know, you've worked with photo etch, or you're starting to work with photo etch, and you're kind of going, okay, all right, well, there's some things I can understand. When I first started on it, you know, I was looking online, you know, I looked on YouTube and all that, and they were saying, oh, use your X-Acto knife, and I did for the most part, but then I thought I'd try some crazy one day. Oops. And I decided to use some scissors like this, and man, does it work great. And I'll show you here in a second. The great thing with these is most of the time I can get pretty darn close to the photo etch, and then there's sometimes I just, you know, I have to wait till I get it all the way off. And then if sometimes I want to get really sticky, kind of like that. If there's a part like that that's like, oh my god, why can't you come out? Or why can't I get to you? I take my snips and I'll just do that. And I'll, you know, cut it down, and then I go back with my other scissors. I go back with my scissors and I slowly work on getting it cleaned up with just a tip. I don't, so kind of just like that. And sometimes I've cut into the photo etch before, so I've learned to take as much time and make sure I'm not on it, and if I didn't get it all the way the first time, then I come back, and then while I'm still working on one side, sometimes you're going to have to turn things over so I can get to it. So like this, and then I'll go like this. And I just want to make sure that it's coming off. Sometimes it'll be kind of like, what the heck are you thinking? Okay, so there is that now. And actually no, this is the front one. Okay, never mind. This, no. Let me see. Sorry guys, just kind of... There's 10. 11. Okay, so this is a front one. My bad guys, my bad, sorry. I was going to start on the back, but hey, you know, what the heck, it goes good too. Alright, so one of the first things I like to do is, one, I go in to make sure it's set, and, you know, make sure that it's in there. And a lot of times too, I'm going to have to go back and do some extra work, like right here. Sometimes when you cut things out, you can take too much, and I don't have it on camera. You can take too much, and I tried not to, but that's an easy fix. So, again, I do this like a couple of times, guys, because I want to just make sure that I got everything cleaned out good, and that, you know, down the road nothing else is gonna kind of go, oh, why didn't you do that? You know, alright, just, I know, I'm rambling. Okay, enough with the ramble. Alright, so I'm using CA, like I do a lot of times, but this time with the CA, I'm gonna grab my toothpick. And why I'm doing that is because I don't want to over indult it. You know, I just want to get it, I just use my toothpick to get in there and get things lined up. And the toothpick's a great thing because I can do top and bottom and keep everything else just nice and clean. Okay. Alright, there is that. Now, I'm going to need this guy. And push down. Yeah, sometimes these guys like to go crazy, but a lot of times I usually also have another set of tweezers to help me get everything locked in. Just like so. And like I said, the great thing with CA is it doesn't take very long to get sticky enough. And then now I'll just let it sit and dry. And like I said, you can see I kind of probably went too much right there. But I can come back and fill that in with the little putty and stuff like that. But I'm not going to make you guys finish watching me do this. Actually, I'm gonna show you one more, and then I'll turn the I'm gonna turn the camera off, get the thing ready to go, and then I'll turn it back on and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm gonna do the back one first, show you how I try to figure out, you know, how I work with the bends and everything. So the first thing I always usually do is I go ahead and put the part on just like it is, so I can see and make sure everything that I got the holes big enough and that everything is lining up and looking good. Okay. So, okay. Now I'm not even going to bend this yet because I'll show you what I've kind of learned down the road with working with, sometimes you have to bend photo etch, and yeah. So, okay, again, my handy toothpick, which I must keep tossing. That'd be me. So again, I get, you know, a little CA on my toothpick, and again, I just go with it lightly, not crazy, and just kind of rub some of that CA in, making sure I didn't get any onto that yet. Okay. Then what I do, like always, I just come here and I'll get this guy plopped on. Okay, get him plopped on, get him down, hold it until it cures a bit, so it's there. Like that. And then what I'll do now is I will use where the bends are in this to help me make sure I set it right. And to do that, before I even do that, I'm going to come in here with my lovely little bit of CA, and I'll use my tweezers making sure I'm on camera. You start getting those bends. So just like that, just that easy, guys. You don't have to go really crazy. You know, like, oh my god, it's got to be perfect. Nope. And I let the kit help me do that. So, yeah, okay. And there we go. That side's on now. Sweetness. Alright, let me get the other one done, and then we'll come back and share with the lighting thing. So, I'll be right back. Okay guys, yeah, I still got a lot of light block to do, but I wanted to show you the best I could. So I changed the exposure so you could actually see the windows. And there'll be more light, but you see what I'm talking about, guys. Now imagine if I hand drilled all that and did, good morning Friday, and yes, I did do work in here yesterday, but nothing really overly to film about, but I'll share with what I did yesterday. I started putting the HK, aerial HK, getting the pre-builds done so I can see where I need to, what I've gotten done so far on here is so I can take care of what's left of the seam work, a little bit of seam work. I've got these lights in. I'm waiting on an order for some more SMD LEDs. So when I go to do the front with the big prominent, let me just show you. I'm waiting on some SMD LEDs so I can do that. But like I said, yeah, I started getting things all together, and still got I got a bit more work to do before actually getting things. Like I said, I got to take care of some seams, and I'm kind of waiting on that lighting come in so I can make sure I can trace the path, because the lights go here on this, and I just want to make sure that I can, make sure I get them around clean. But yeah, this is going to be fun. Quick, easy little paint as soon as I get it. And so that's a lot of what I did. And of course, my granddaughter was here, so yes, Papa had to get, spend his time with her. So did that. But right now, I'm getting back onto the Pegasus. Hopefully, the paints will be in today, so I can start getting Mr. Merrick squared away. The kit, the game paints that I ordered have a lot better variations than some of the T.B.I paints I have here. And like I said, with Lou over at Aztec Dummy, using it and doing so well on the Sucker Punch and Elvira and all that, I'm going to wait just a bit more for them to get in here before I really start going and doing the paint, because they got some colors that I really want to look and see how they go together. But with that, I am now getting back onto Pegasus. I've gone down and definitely removed detail, because when you put this in, the kit has it where there's a wall, and you can do the decal so it looks in, but because of what I'm going to do, I needed this cleaned, and I filled in all the little injection pins. Oops, I filled that one a little bit more, and then that way when I go to paint it, get everything together and go to paint it, it'll be one smooth surface. That's the plan. But what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to get in all the bits that I can, so I can start getting this light blocked and find that. But so yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then also, before I do any real thing, I know why they created there's the panel lines there, and I agree with it, but part of it's kind of overdone, a little too emphasis, so I'm going to go back, sand down, and see how that does, so I can get these taken care of, because I look at some of them and I just want to make it cleaner than I did the first time, even better, cleaner. So yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. So I'm going to get back at it, and once I get ready, I'm going to try something new. Vallejo has very great surface primers, and I know I've used it before, but I've learned my lessons, so I'm going to use that to help do the light blocking, and I'll share with you when I come down to that. So I'm going to get back at it. I'll be back. Alright, got some cleanup stuff done, and now I'm going to start light blocking. And I haven't used this yet, so this is my first time with you guys. This is the surface primer, 74.602 from Vallejo, and this is the black one. Now normally I usually just say, hey, you know what, I'll just buy a rattle can and go to town. But then now being winter, I had to think of something else, because I have my exhaust fan, my exhaust setup, but sometimes it just gets too much. So I got looking and digging in, and I'm going to try this. So I have used the gray primer before, but I didn't really know a lot about it, and it just kept picking up. So I've learned some things. So first, again, it's just it's a little easier than a rattle can actually. And again, just they want you to make sure they go in, you do light coats. So it's kind of like any kind of airbrush, huh? Always the light coats. But I'll tell you one thing, it does this, using the airbrush definitely seems to make it a little easier. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and after I get this all done, I'll be putting this to the side and see what I'm going to be doing next, because this is going to take at least, it says to let it sit and cure for 12 hours, so I'm telling what I'm going to do. Good morning, Saturday, yes. And yes, Mr. Merrick is on the bench. I have been going back and forth. I've been talking with my daughters and going back and forth. And at first I was going to go, oh, flashy, I want to honor him. But the things I was thinking about, I was going to use color shifts and other paint. And I think that's going to take away from the focus, who is Mr. Merrick. So I am going to be playing around with gray. I'm going to probably do the outer coat in German gray, and then I think I'm going to do the inner coat with either medium sea gray or ocean gray, and I kind of like how the ocean gray complements with that, so that's probably where I'm going to go with that. Then the tie, with the shirt we know is white. Then the tie or epaulet, I'm not sure. I don't want to go ocean gray too. Yeah, it's too much. And I'm trying to see. Probably what I'll do, let me see how these two colors go together first, and then I'll decide on this, because it's either going to go another gray or black, because this is white. But first things first, I need to go ahead and start getting things taken care of. I'm going to do the outer coat first, and then I'll do the jacket inside, the jacket, and then stuttering there, sorry guys. But first things first, I want to go ahead and get some paint down, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the German gray. And yeah, so let me get it. Oops, guess I didn't close it tight enough. Thought I did. Okay, let me get it the airbrush loaded, and let's get to it. Okay, let's get going. So I've got the German gray loaded, and I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me do all the painting, but I'm going to start off the day with some painting. Okay. And then again, remember guys, just you don't want this to go on too heavy, or you want to do it in passes. Yay, okay, I'm kind of liking that. Let's do this side just to even it up first. And one of the things I always have to remember is make sure I turn the kit so I can get into those. Oh my gosh, huh? Just kind of taking a look at it right now. I'm liking that. Okay, I'm gonna keep going on this, guys, and when I when I get this part done, I'll come back and I'll share. Okay, got the top part done. I just letting that get good and dry before I do the back. But yeah, I'm liking how it's turning out. Really, really nice. I'm liking that. So I'm going to let this get good and dry before I start doing any more right now. I'm going to give it at least a couple hours to get a nice, good dryness to it and all that. And then I'll keep going. But yeah. And also, if you guys remember, I used a Vallejo surface primer. And I did a lot, on the Pegasus. And I thought I cleaned my brush out good. Well, no. That's what took a little longer. I just really went and cleaned it out. So what I'm going to say with this, guys, I like it, but what the problem was, I think, is I didn't thin it down enough, one, because sometimes you thin down some stuff too much and it's worse than what it is. So I got to find that natural medium. And two, if you got a big project like what I was doing with, the Pegasus, do it in short spurts, clean the brush, because this stuff, even though it's still moving and there's thinner and all that, this stuff will dry in the tube. It will dry in the brush and gave me a lot of crap yesterday. So that's what I'm going to take out from that. And if that helps you guys, go ahead. I'm still going to use it. I just got to find a better way to not gunk up my brush so much, my airbrush. But if you guys have any pointers, please let me know. But so there's that. And like I said, I'm going to let this get good and dry. And I'm waiting on mail call so I can start to, hopefully, as this is drying, I can start working on getting the aerial hunter killer taken care of. I still got to do seam work, but I want to get everything finished up so I can get at least the top on. And so yeah. But I'm going to let him get a decent amount of good and dry, and I'll be back. Okay, went and got some lunch, and yeah, so I went ahead and I went with the XF82, the Ocean Gray 2, for the inner, and I brushed it on, and now I'm going to go do a little bit more, help it out, because I thought, sometimes you can airbrush and then sometimes you can't. So, yeah, I definitely wanted to do that. So I'm going to keep working on it. I just wanted to show you guys the contrast, and it looks really great, and the buttons and everything. So I'm going to get back at it, and when I have more to share, I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, got a little bit more done, and my daughter helped me with some ideas. So German gray on the coat, then I mixed medium blue, purple, and a bit of white to create this grayish purple accent pieces. Went with still got to finish it, but went with the metallic red for the jewel. And then on the piping of the vest and the buttons, I mixed German gray and light gray together just to try to tie it all together. So I still got to do the back and the shirt, but so yay. Alright, well, I wanted to share, so yay. Also, I got my SM LEDs in for the aerial hunter killer, and just show you real quick. It's gonna blow out, I know, but don't do that. Okay, there we go. So yay, gotta love SMD LEDs. Love them. So now I can start working on getting the seam work done and getting this onto the aerial hunter killer. And also, I have gone back for some of the areas on the Pegasus, and I've gone in with flat white. That's going to help reflect the light a little bit better. And oh, I didn't show you part of when I was doing light block, but remember all that crap that was on there, the injector marks, those. Yay, got those gone. So I'm still working on how I'm going to do that. I got an idea on how to get the detail in there, but I'm not going to go hard on it yet. So yeah, I just wanted to share with what's going on. And yes, don't forget, I still have that to do. So, yay! Alright, I'm going to get back at it. Okay, this is where I'm going to shut it down for this week. As you guys know, Battlestar Pegasus is starting to come along. This is the aerial hunter-killer from Terminator 2. And then Mr. Merrick. I'm really loving how that's come out so far. Look at that. That's just, wow. I'm really loving that. Alright guys, so with that, please have a safe and happy and great week next week. Have a, have a great and happy weekend this weekend. Don't forget, you got to fall back tonight. And with that, also have a great and happy, safe week next week. And I can see you guys back here on the bench.